India and China haven't confirmed but also haven't ruled out a meeting between India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and China's President Xi Jinping at the BRICS summit in Johannesburg. The two leaders briefly interacted in Bali during the G20 summit last year. But another meeting in South Africa on the sidelines of the BRICS summit could mean a step closer towards the resolution of the border crisis between the two countries. India's opposition leaders say the Chinese army has entered inside India's borders in the northern region of Ladakh. While the Modi government denies these claims, they have called India-China relations abnormal and tense. A massive build-up of troops along the de facto border between India and China has forced an eerie calm since 2020. But after the military leaders of the two nations recently agreed to curb new military constructions along the border, it's expected that if a Modi-Xi meeting happens, it could further deflate tensions. It's a big if, but it comes at a time when the BRICS grouping is discussing an expansion. At least 40 countries have expressed an interest in joining the grouping, a move that's supported both by China and Russia. They need India's vote to admit new members, which analysts say could boost BRICS's profile and potentially transform it into an economic heavyweight that can rival the G7 nations. Even though BRICS nations currently account for a quarter of the world's GDP and just under half of the world's population, the grouping has been seen as punching below its weight. It's perhaps why trade, infrastructure development and more aggressive financing through the new development bank, commonly called the BRICS Bank, is also likely to be on the agenda during the summit. These are all issues that India supports in its bid to be seen as a leader of the global south, and a change in its dynamic with China could potentially benefit the country's global ambitions as well as benefit the BRICS grouping's international standing. Ishan, Garg, SABC News, New Delhi.